Through the presidential skilling hubs, young Ugandans are receiving structural skills training in modern agricultural technologies, agro-processing, enterprise management. Our coalition, our incubation framework will ensure that trained youth are not left to navigate market entry alone. They will receive enterprise selection support, initial capital access through PDM and the MIOGA, and ongoing mentorship from all our OWC officers and the district farmer associations embedded in their communities. The evidence emerging from early implementation is compelling. Young beneficiaries who receive integrated skills training, capital access, and market linkage support are converting at significantly higher rates into sustainable agro-enterprises than those who received capital alone. This integrated model is the coalition's most important methodological contribution to Uganda's development discourse. The National Agriculture Show, a platform, not a destination. Over the last 32 years, the Uganda National Farmers Federation has been running the National Agriculture Show in Jinja. It takes place every June and July. So our coalition's work is year-round and distinct level. However, the 32nd Agriculture Show and the 5th National Agriculture Education Show, to be held from the 26th of June to 11th of July 2026 at the Unfe Showgrounds in Jinja, will serve as a critical national convergence moment, a platform where the results of our coalition's district-level work will be brought before the national audience, demonstrated at scale and connected to markets, investors, and policy dialogue. Whatever we are doing in the parishes, we will be able to showcase at this National Agriculture Show, which will take place from the 26th of June to the 11th of July in Jinja this year. The Wealth Creation Village has been established at the show, coordinated by OWC. The Wealth Creation Village will serve as the experiential centerpiece of the show, a dedicated immersive zone where PDM, EMIOGA, and Presidential Skilling Hub beneficiaries from every district present their enterprises, share their stories, and engage directly with visitors, investors, and policymakers. It is, in effect, a living demonstration of the coalition's impact. This village will be a continuous reference point that even after the agriculture show, people will walk in anytime and receive support. We have, through this partnership, brought on board a number of government agencies like Uganda Prison Services, like the Uganda People's Defense Forces, the agricultural farms, the farms, the army farms, NEC, and of course working with a number of private sector actors to ensure that there will be a permanent showcase of farming innovations at the Jinja Showground immediately, even after the event in July. So that farmers can walk in anytime and receive support. Agriculture input providers will also have a permanent presence there, so that in that part of the country, if anybody wants to have access to quality agriculture inputs, they can walk into the showground and buy quality vetted inputs. So for journalists and the public, this Wealth Creation Village offers something rare in Uganda's public discourse. It's verifiable, human-scale evidence of government program effectiveness, not in policy documents, but in the voices and enterprises of real beneficiaries. So why this moment matters for Uganda in terms of the show? The show takes place at a pivotal moment in Uganda's development trajectory, with NDP4 placing agro-industrialization at the center of national policy and government commitment to reaching higher middle income status, requiring a decisive acceleration in agricultural transformation. The Minister of Finance and National Planning Authority keep talking about the ATMs, agro-industrialization, tourism, mineral beneficiation, science and technology. So agro-industrialization is key as a country that has been agro-based for years. So this is our great opportunity that we all have to tap into this so that we can grow our economy as fast to a $500 billion economy by 2040, 14 years from now. So our presence, united under the theme of Agri-Leap to higher middle income through farm innovations and agro-industrialization, and then youth-driven innovation, growing the future of agriculture industry, signals that Uganda's wealth creation programs have matured from pilot interventions to a national, scalable, evidence-backed system. His Excellency the President will attend as guest of honor to the show. And lastly, as I look at the key messages for you, the press, that this is a structural shift, not a publicity event. The formalization of OWC, UDF, PDM Secretariat, Minister of Local Government, and UFE represents a new model of coordinated program delivery that addresses the systematic gaps: farmer education, enterprise selection, and incubation that have historically limited the impact of rural finance programs in Uganda. Capital without capacity is not development. That's the second message. Capital without capacity is not development. The coalition's core thesis and its most significant policy contribution is that disbursing capital to farming households without structured enterprise education, selection support, and market linkage produces poor development outcomes. So the integrated model being rolled out by our coalition directly addresses this failure. Message number 3 is local government accountability is real and measurable. For the first time, cows and town clerks are being held accountable not merely for program administration, measured by the number of beneficiaries successfully transitioned into commercial enterprise and the quality of success stories emerging from their jurisdictions. The last one is the youth are not a target group. They are a strategy. The coalition's investment in presidential skilling hubs and youth-focused agro-enterprise incubation is not a social welfare response to youth unemployment. It is a deliberate economic strategy to position Uganda's democratic dividend as the engine of agricultural transformation over the next decade. And that brings me to the end of the statement. Of course, we will be available to take questions, and the entire team here can answer any questions that you may have.